your your airbag doesn't work. Yeah.
Anymore.
Yeah.
Clogged with fries.
So, okay. Yes. Today, if all goes well, this is new for me and Bray. Doing a podcast is also new.
Yeah.
We have a very special guest. We've got Mr. James Durbin. He's going to come on eventually, maybe.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't, we'll just talk. We'll talk about him, and then we'll start talking shit about him.
We'll talk about him, and then we'll just lay in some overlays of his singing. Just over here and there. But he's an incredible singer. We'll tell him that, and we'll talk to him a bit. But right now, all we wanted to do was be semi-pro at least and make sure everything was working before we have him come on. And here he is.
Oh my God! And he's early, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
and I see 3 people. That. Can you hear us?
You do. Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Dude, I can hear you. You've done this before.
Yeah.
You've done this before.
I have.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
This is very special. I'm going to do an intro. This isn't from Wikipedia. Our special guest today is... Hold on. This isn't from Wikipedia.
Okay.
But he's going to read something.
James William Durbin, an American singer and guitarist from Santa Cruz, California, who finished in 4th place on the 10th season of American Idol in 2011. Durbin was also the lead singer for heavy metal band Quiet Riot from 2017 to 2019. He is a picker, a grinner, a lover, and a sinner, ladies and gentlemen.
Dude, I hope that's on my Wikipedia.
Yeah.
But I just added that.
Yeah, and right before picker, in parentheses, it says nose.
Yeah. 1,000%, yeah.
Durbs, can you give us a little more volume on your sound there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
there
better.
It is.
Yeah.
You got to hear that beautiful voice.
Boosted and roosted.
Okay,
there we go.
This is new for us, and this is very fun.
Yeah.
So you're home. You said you're in LA.
Oh, I just got home.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I was in LA. I was in LA. Today's Thursday? Okay, I was in LA Tuesday. Mm-hmm. Flew down and participated in... I can't show it. It was a celebration of the music and life of Jack Russell. Jack Russell was the lead singer for the 80s hard rock and 80s metal band Great White.
Oh,
they were more on the classic rock kind of side. Blues,
yeah, but did he die young or what happened?
No, he died. I mean, he had a good run. I mean, technically kind of young. Like I think he was in his late 60s, maybe. Maybe early 70s. But yeah, he had muscle. What's that? Muscle dystrophy. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
So he had that and just other complications.
So did you sing some Great White songs?
Yeah, I sang All Over Now and Lady Red Light. Kind of kicked off the show.
Wow.
And then Don Dokken was there.
Whoa.
Rock photographer Glenn LaFerman was there.
Cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
And James Durbin was there.
James Durbin was there. It was hosted by Hal Sparks. You guys remember Hal Sparks?
Mm-mm.
From
I don't.
He was all over like
you could
VH1.
say any name at this point. You guys like Leroy Flambers? Yeah.
I love Leroy Flambers.
That's a good name.
Yeah.
You guys know Milk Monsoon?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's Leroy's second cousin.
Yeah. His nickname
Milk.
Rotten Milk.
Nice. So are you normally a morning person? Is this disrupting your
no
rock and roll lifestyle?
I mean, I have children.
Oh yeah, of course.
Right.
I have children. I was just talking about this with my wife. I'm not easy to get up in the morning.
Yeah.
So
like on the tour bus, somebody's banging on your door or just shaking you physically.
Yeah,
and you're kind of like flopping around.
Every morning, my wife is shaking me physically. Get up.
Yeah. Or a kid's foot just making contact with the forehead. Douche, 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 douche.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The door.
Totally. Yeah, pretty much. So, Durbs, I don't even know if you know this, but in like 2010, I actually auditioned for your band. when you did your first big record.
Have you been?
Have we talked about
this? Have you been
no,
holding out on
I thought I said this. I thought I'd mentioned this, but
this is juicy. I didn't know this.
You didn't know this either? Yeah, it was. You did a huge audition in LA, and I lived in LA. I was in Tainted Love, but I was barely in Tainted Love, so I was still like, oh, I'm an LA guy, you know?
Yeah.
And one of the auditions that came through was James Durbin, and you had your who was your producer? That big one, right? It was like Terry. Who produced your record?
Howard Benson.
Howard Benson, yeah. And you had like Josh Freese on there. It was a sick record.
Yeah, Phil X, Josh Freese, Mick Mars.
So, but that was one of the bigger cattle call auditions I'd ever seen in my life. And I was like, hell yeah, this is cool. And so I went down, and in those days, I would always bring my own amp, which is super annoying.
Yeah.
Super annoying for anybody.
Nerd.
Okay, guys, if you're a guitar player, do not bring your own amp to an audition. That is like, you're not getting the gig. But my biggest
I'm high maintenance. How are you? Yeah.
Just give me 25 minutes. What kind of power is in here? Is this good power? Because I can't turn this amp on with it.
It's all about tones, right, guys?
Yeah. But the thing with that was, by the time I got to you, you probably had seen like 198 guitar players.
Yeah, that was a long day.
I'm pretty sure you already picked your guys. Like, it was done. And I like rolled in and I played, and I don't even think anyone was in the room.
Oh my god.
It was like, I like played your songs, and I was like, I have a feeling he already has his band.
Oh man. Dude, now I feel all bad. Now I feel all bad.
No, you shouldn't.
But that's awesome.
You shouldn't feel bad. I feel like I thought I already told you that, but this is a good time to tell you, you know, on our podcast.
No, I don't think I remember you ever telling me that. That day was such a weird day, because in hindsight, like, my team had basically already chosen the drummer and rhythm guitar player that we were even going to be hiring, because they came in as a pair. They were from the band In This Moment, and they had both just left In This Moment, so they'd been touring together for the last 6 years, and were locked in and you know, knew the ropes and all that. So, but the rest of my band was from Santa Cruz.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, my lead guitar player and bass player. So all my team was like, yeah, we want like some professionals, not just your friends.
And are any of those people still in your band now?
Yeah, one of them from here, Dylan. Dylan
Nice.
Rose. Yeah, he's in a bunch of my bands.
That's super cool. Like, it's definitely cool to like keep your like crew with you, you know, where it's like not just a bunch of guys that are like looking at dollar signs, you know, in a gig. Yeah, that was funny though that day though. I knew it as soon as I went in. I was like, they already have the band. Like, why?
Do you remember what drummer you already paired up with?
I think it was a girl. It was like a female drummer, I think.
Okay.
Does that sound? Is that right or not?
It doesn't sound familiar at all.
Okay.
So, yeah, I must not have been there.
Oh, jeez.
Are you sure it was James Durbin? He's like, no, it was actually Jim Merman.
Yeah. Oh, maybe it was the guy you just mentioned, the Leroy McNabb.
Sure, it wasn't Josh Groban.
Yeah.
I've been called that before.
Oh my god!
People don't know your name, and they're
a
like,
little different.
Hey, Josh Groban, right? Or the worst was this lady. I was at a show for another idol. I think it was Chris Allen. But I was at a Chris Allen show a long time ago in LA, and this girl kept coming up to me with this CD sleeve of Clay Aiken, and she was like, "Oh my god, will you sign this? Will you sign this?" And I was like,
"With my butt."
And I was like, I'm clearly not the person that's on that. We don't.
Like, you've changed a lot, but I still support you.
We don't sound alike. I don't talk like Clay Aiken. I'm not from the South.
That's good.
I'm not an old Southern belle. I'm not running for office. You know, nothing.
Right.
Oh my god!
Speak in 4-word phrases.
Running for orifice.
Yeah. Running toward orifice.
That's amazing.
Oh my God. I mean, the first time I met you, James, I think was a Mustache Harbor show, right? And this was one that was kind of in the middle of nowhere, and we had a long backstage hang. And so I think it was kind of like everyone was excited to have you, and you were excited. And so it was a lot of energy going on, and a lot of like food being eaten, and like impressions being done. It was just a whole bunch of energy. Does any of this ring a bell?
It always does. I mean, anytime
yeah, it's every time.
And I tell my wife this, any time that Bray is there, I know it's going to be the most fun. It's like for better or worse. It's always.
We may not do a show.
Yeah. And I've found that, and this rhythm that we get into, especially on stage, is like it's this friendly competition, because we know what each one of us does best, and we like stick to it. And then I'll do a bitch and run, and then you'll take a song, and then you'll do like, you know, a moonwalk, and you'll turn into jelly, and then you'll hit a high note, and we'll just be like, oh yeah, Sandy Ravage.
You'll turn into jelly.
Yeah, but can you do the jelly? Dude, that's amazing. Oh my God. Yeah, so I think it's for better generally. And I did just do, or we both did something with an old friend of yours. We won't make this show about him, but just part of your history and how we all connect with Stefano. Another finalist. I think in your same season, right? Of Idol.
Stefano, when very first day of Hollywood Week, we were roommates. The very first day.
It's so insane.
And Hollywood Week happened in Pasadena, which is TV for
makes
you.
sense.
Yeah.
But roommates day one, and then same audition city, and then going all the way to the live rounds and live on the show, national tour, couple international shows, and then he was.
So was there ever a point
that my wedding?
Oh, see, that tells it all right there, and that's what he said. Cool. And he's kind of like a reserved personality, more, for at least from what I saw. So I'm like, it took after about 3 or 4 days until we realized he also knew you and we knew you, and then I'm like, dude, love the Durbs, and he's like, yeah, that's my boy.
Just
like, really chill.
His heart rate was still at like
30.
You know what's so funny is this has been going on the last couple days, because like being in LA, and he lives in LA, but pretty much like ever since Idol, I've become closest with my buddy Casey Abrams, and I met up with him yesterday morning. We went and got breakfast and drove around, went for a walk and stuff, and he has these viral videos with Stefano where they're in Stefano's kitchen. Casey's playing his upright bass, singing something. Stefano's like,
I've seen those,
adding spices to the pasta or whatever, and he's like, the hell is this guy singing? And then he'll like turn around, he'll be like, the serious like Italian guy, and then he'll be like, what? And then he'll like walk over and like start singing with him and be like, oh, okay, I like this, right on.
Oh, I'll have to see that.
Yeah, so they've gone pretty viral with those, and but yeah, Casey was just like, yep, Stefano, same Stefano as always.
Yeah,
but he's phenomenal. He's absolutely phenomenal singer and performer, and he's got great accolades and stuff. It's I was surprised to see last year, whenever it was, when you guys were doing that one rock and roll team building, and I get a FaceTime, and it's all you guys. It's from Stefano, and then answering is Jeff and Wendy and Bray. It's just
You were like,
I'm scared.
He was so confused.
I've been replaced.
Mostly the confusion is, why am I not there?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why am I home in my underwear? This is weird.
Yeah. I should just take my underwear off and fix this.
Yeah.
I was like, I need a drink.
Yeah.
You know when you see your friends having fun, you're like, oh shit.
Oh yeah.
You fix myself a scotch. You're like, hold on, I'll be right back. Click.
Meanwhile, it's 9 a.m. where we are.
Yeah. You're at like
Which
your
is
kids'
still fine.
gymnastics.
Yeah.
Well, I got a flask. Hold on.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I remember that first Mustache Harbor show in the green room too. I was actually auditioning. I had my amp and I was like sitting there with my amp and I was auditioning. I didn't get that one either. Billy's like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, right. Who's he? No one can replace me. The greatest thing is that Billy is the one who has an unfortunate affliction on his voice, but he's the one that calls song changes from stage, right? So that's what's hard. All you do is hear, and you don't know what's going on. You look over and it's Lido, turns out. So,
dude, I say this constantly. It lives rent free in my head, and I was literally doing it yesterday. And then Jeff hit me up about being on here. Yeah. And it's when you were telling the story of going to get authentic Chinese food with Billy,
right.
And him like, you're all excited that he's gonna order. You were like, oh, we actually finally get to hear you speak fluent Chinese, and instead he's just like,
yeah.
whispering.
What did you just order? It's very complicated. Yeah,
I do that all the time.
Yeah. Or you just walk with big loping strides down right near Bimbos, and Jamie will comment, "Not a care in the world."
Not a care in the world.
Yeah, because of how Billy just like the world is there to serve him, and we are.
We are. Yeah. That's why we play in his
totally.
Band.
Yeah,
exactly.
Oh, good stuff, man.
So for listener, if you're not picking this up, Durbin definitely found his way into our circle of bands a few years ago. How long have you been in our group of idiots?
Well, what I love is I had responded super humbly. Sometimes you hit highs, peaks, and valleys, and sometimes you find yourself perusing Craigslist to see if anyone's looking for talent. And so I happened to be looking on Craigslist, and I think it was maybe it was Steve, Mr. Moon. Maybe he put out the ad, but I responded to it, and then
on Craigslist,
yeah, looking for a singer, and I think it was for Mustache, and I responded, and then between the time that it took to figure out when Mustache was going to be in Felton here in Santa Cruz Mountains, in between that time I had already signed on with Quiet Riot, so, and that was like, that's really cool, wow, weird. But I still came to the show, and I think I got on stage and did something with you guys, but I'm not sure, it might have been with Fred. So and then after
I said nothing. Hey guys, look who we have.
Wasn't there something with slacks? What was the slacks?
Oh, that he said.
Did you have a song?
No, I think it was his booties. No, I don't think so. I just know he has these booty. He has these booty socks. They're really short socks that are no show, and he has like his loafers. And I go, dude, where'd you get those socks? It's not a problem. Like you can just, you know what? 4 for half off at
Holes.
Got shocks.
Banana Republic.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of
like that doesn't exist anymore, does it? Don't worry about it.
Oh, sorry, dude. We cut you off.
Sorry, it's off on tangents, but you came and threw down. I don't think I was there for that first one.
Fan of the show, long time listener, first time caller.
Yeah,
I know how everything goes here.
Yeah.
No, and then
goes nowhere. That's where it goes.
And then as soon as I left Quiet Riot, I was kind of like looking at, okay, what do I do next? And then I remembered, there was that band that was looking for me, and after singing these, singing for a band, basically covering their songs for 2 years. I was like, I want to cover some other songs. Cool. See what the opportunity is there. And then my first show with Mustache Harbor was 2 shows that day. We did the Pumpkin Fest in Ukiah, and then we played the Mystic that night. But Billy forgot to bring an extra in-ear pack, and so I had to use a monitor at the Mystic for my second
Stage
show with you guys, which was brutal. But yeah, I don't remember where it was that was my first show with you. It might have been Ukiah. It might not have been.
I think it was Ukiah,
yeah.
Because it was just a one in a single day, but I think you had done a couple before.
Oh, okay.
Because, that's a rotating cast. But that sounds right, because it was kind of in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And it had like a long hang, which could be good, could not. But, after about an hour and a half, you'll eventually just see like Greg Zemo wandering into the woods.
Or wandering out of the woods.
Yeah, in or out, and it looks like he just did meth or something.
Or was
he might have.
It's like a scene from like the Yellow Jackets or something. Yeah. Like he's got like blood all over.
Yeah, blood and chocolate.
And an axe. He's holding an axe.
Yeah, like, a 12-string actual axe. Yeah.
Oh,
dude,
man.
So actually it's funny that I just brought up but Greg Zema. So I do want to ask this, because another thing that I missed with Mustache Harbor is when he fell off the stage.
So I've had an interesting relationship with Greg. I just want to preface this. So when I first came into Mustache Harbor,
so has every human that's ever known.
Yeah. But can't have any other kind. It's the only kind available.
When I first came into Mustache Harbor, he was saying, and like I'd finish singing, and I just do what I do. I'm a pretty humble, easygoing guy, and I just do what I do. And then he's like, "Well, God, I guess I'm not needed around here anymore."
Yeah.
Then like even like on the mic,
the crowd.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm fucking fired or whatever, And then he walked off stage a couple times. He disappeared. I was like, "Oh, okay, I guess I'm singing your songs. Okay, oh, whatever." And then it got
you have to sing his songs because he left, and he's like, "That's what you wanted all along, isn't it?"
Yeah. I knew you would. I knew you would.
Yeah.
But yeah, so eventually, just by greeting him and giving him hugs and letting him know I love him and
which you still need to do every time for him to be okay. But
which I do. It's all part of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was Ace of Spades. I didn't actually see him fall off the stage because he had the first song, and for whatever reason that night they were starting with Benny and the Jets. Real slow intro. Bum, bum,
nice.
bum, 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 clang, 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 clang. And so he's walking out, and he's got his phone out. He's filming the crowd. He goes up to the edge of the stage, and he's like, "Yeah, selfie." And he takes a step back, and he hits the ground. I don't have
not only that, the stage is very high. It's like 5 feet high. It's like
very
higher
high.
than he is. And there's stanchions and
they have the barricades right there.
You're not falling into it. Yeah. You're not falling into people. You're falling into like steel pipes and concrete.
Yeah, you're falling into like the grill of like a Hummer. It's dude.
So but I didn't know any of this had happened until we take our break after our first set, because I was still getting dressed or peeing or whatever.
Well, that's a credit to him then, if you didn't know, because
I had no idea, but they just extended intro, and then he got back up. It's a wonder he didn't die. But once he came back to the back, and just like he was bad off, and I was like, okay, I can sing whatever you need me to sing. But the most amazing thing, and even at the end of the night, I helped him get undressed because he couldn't even take his pants off. Like I helped him like pull his pants and put his other pants on, and like If anything, if I had to ever show Greg that I give a shit, that I care about him, it's then.
Yeah,
he changed his pants.
Dude, I could have just pantsed him and then just left.
Any argument you guys ever get in, dude, I got you. I dressed you.
I changed you.
Yeah.
Mama, you may call me Mama.
That is amazing.
Dude,
and
but somebody did. I mean, I guess the band playing behind him, Jeff probably saw it really well.
Oh, everybody saw it. You know, the whole front row.
You did not hear a big whoosh of from the crowd or anything.
No, I was flushing at that point, probably. But the best part is me getting to play catch up the whole time of be like, oh my God, what happened? Somebody must have been filming, because Greg had his view, and and then we found out that Tana was there, and
of course.
I don't know if it was somebody said at some point, Tana was taking a lot of pictures really up close, and then somebody told her to, like, you know, take pictures from the back so we get more perspective, and the pictures since then have just been awesome.
Yeah, that's
why. And she happened to be in the back, and she happened to be filming. So you see Greg come out, and you see him go like this and turn and then take a step back, and he just disappears, and you do hear a you hear the boom. It's on Facebook.
Is this footage? It's out there somewhere?
It's out there, yes.
Oh my God. Mustache Harbor at Ace of Spades. Yeah, go to Tana. Tana will suddenly now have 100 fans.
Dude,
more.
It's incredible. It is incredible. I've watched it so many times. I wanted to cut the footage together and just be like, you know, use it for like marketing or something. Like, we're willing to jump off the stage backwards onto a concrete floor for you.
Yeah. Anything can happen at a mustache show.
Yeah,
totally.
So, but I mean, that's pretty extreme, and I doubt it'd be like this. But have you had anything like that happen to you, or maybe what's the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you on stage?
Oh man. I mean, for me, it's like. For me personally, it's like forgetting lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
You know, especially with cover songs that you're used to singing. Yeah. I'm gonna be singing "Sunglasses at Night" tomorrow. I just found out. I was thinking about it. I was like,
really?
Well,
I
think I could do it just as well as Jeff.
Did
it without any with a day's notice.
Just say the same 4 lines over and over.
But like I've forgotten the lyrics for like "L.A. Woman," The Doors, when literally the lyric was "L.A. Woman."
You're a San Diego woman.
I had to go find my backpack and like find my phone and be like, oh, it's the lyrics, damn it. Just jam, stretch. Yeah, it was "L.A. Woman." The other one was "Any Way You Want It." I just completely forgot the first verse. She loves to laugh. She loves to sing. She loves everything. She loves to move. She loves to groove. She loves a lot of things. I forgot all that. Which is the easiest.
Could be so much worse. As long as you can kind of fake it. And what I say is, if you forget lyrics, you don't mumble. You do the opposite. So if you forget like the opening of that Journey song, you'd go like, "I want to say if every way," you know, instead of like. You know, as long as you just dive into it, it could be like, I'm changing it on purpose for tonight.
I just
you know
go
what
like
I mean?
this. You sing, yeah. There you go. You're the fan.
Especially for the beginning of the song. Yeah, that actually works.
Totally.
I've split my pants on stage. Jumping in the air and just. Luckily, it happened at the end of a show, but that was up in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada, and. Yeah, last song, jumped in the air, just full seam. Luckily, I never go commando. That would have been the best shot.
Like
just
Lenny Kravitz of it.
Doing like a toe touch, doing a David Lee Roth, and then just.
Why is there an acorn?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're like, oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
That's got to be bad news there.
That's not his deal.
I gotta go have a Foster's.
Look, honey, it's a loony and a toonie. You can tell he likes.
Dude, Durbin, I gotta add something in that. Sorry, Bray. Real quick.
No.
I love. There's something that you inserted. Wait, what? That's what she said. There's something that you've added to Don't Stop Believing that now is forever in that song. And when you're not there, yeah, so,
you do it when
he
I'm not
adds in, wait, just do it. What is it? What is it? What do you do?
Street lights, people, living just a fine emotion, hiding somewhere in the night. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Street light. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where it is.
It's
in the pre-chorus.
Guys, just so you know, this, even though that kind of did a little blurb with our Wi-Fi, it's going to catch up, or it did for me. So yeah, come on, Barbie, let's go party.
yeah, throwing a come on, Barbie,
it's amazing.
let's go party.
And you do a little dance with it too, sort of like a robotic stepping.
No.
If I remember right.
I don't know.
Awesome.
Maybe.
It's so good.
Oh, dude, he got me
song...
good. How about the time you got me good? Because that's reminding me, because the same show, well, anytime we do that song, but we also did Let's Go Crazy. And I've brought this up to you before, but it was a good rip that you got on me into the mic to the crowd. We got done with Let's Go Crazy. It was like a, big thing. And you go, I think they know where the purple banana went.
I think we found the purple banana.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It was like the crowd was like, it was good.
It's amazing. I love that stuff, man. It makes it so fun.
I think we did Hot for Teacher, and I literally brought a pencil in my jacket pocket.
Yeah.
And like, I brought my pencil, and I literally pulled out a pencil, and you were like, that's what I'm talking about, you fucking clown. Yeah.
I don't feel tardy.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Well, dude, I split my pants once. I'll tell you this one real quick. I split my pants once, but mid show, of course.
Oh yeah.
And it wasn't from a cool jump. It was just like a squat.
Oh God.
Squatting down to like get intimate with some 70-year-old. And
what was his name?
But I didn't know. yeah. Harold Faltermeyer. And so I stood up, and I didn't know it split. But all I know is our sound engineer, Mark Milbourne, walked slowly up to the stage with a big roll of gaff tape and applied it to my groin.
Oh, my God.
Over the thing. And I had bright yellow pants, so he made it more noticeable by me now having this big square strip of vagina hair. And that was there for the rest of the show. Yeah, exactly.
That's amazing.
For a Boeing 747.
It was a big tarmac.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So,
I remember we were playing some Novato street fair, and it was when I had shaved my head but was still wearing the Sandy Ravage wig, and you wore your tiny little white shorts. I think there was another one where you had worn the tiny white shorts, and then you went and changed back into pants, or it was the other way around. I was like, no, you got to go put the white shorts on.
Right.
You left, and you came back with these like
yes,
little nut huggers.
Yeah, you're like, how could you dare you go away from the white, from the little shorts.
That was amazing.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
And Jamie, every time I would like go over to him to jam, like next to him, he would like sidle away slowly, like, please go to a different part of the stage.
Some gum? Yeah.
Do
that one.
That's a classic.
Classic Jamie.
We've never told that bit. What does that mean to sit in you want to tell it?
I mean, I wasn't there. I only heard it secondhand. Yeah.
Somebody tell it. I wasn't there either. Nobody was there except Jamie and Brett, I think.
I think
you know about this.
Jamie had little shorts
So what it
on.
is Jamie's sitting there in the backstage, and he's only got shorts. Everybody's got Chubby's shorts on. And it's fun just to make Brett blush any way you can. So he's sitting there, and he goes, did I just sit in gum? And she's like, what are you talking about, all scrunched? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
And he pulls his ball sack really far, and he goes, I think I sat in gum. And it's just him yanking his fucking bag. And she looks down, and she's like, oh my God,
Just baby burden.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
How did hair get in this gum?
That is amazing. So, Bray, you had your other questions too. These are good. I'm glad I told you to do them.
Oh yeah.
Glad I sent you notes.
We're just trying. So the first one, yeah, was the embarrassing moment thing on stage. And well, because of the theme of the show, of course, I want to find out, and even together with you, Durbs, and any of us, we've seen some pretty awesome green rooms. So I'm just, with your travels all over the world, I'm wondering what is the best and worst green rooms you've ever seen.
Oh my God, what would the worst be? I mean, whenever we play like an outdoor festival or something,
right,
and it's just like a hot tent.
Yeah.
And with the meat's already sweaty.
Everybody's got gum.
Steam room meat. Is worse. There was one in particular. It was like a street, I don't know, it was some kind of festival, art festival, craft festival or something. It was with Mustache, and it was in Santa Clara or San Jose, and they had this little tent set up, and one of the tents was blue, and the sun was beating right down on it, so that room was blue, and then you go in the other one, and it was a red tarp around it, and it was like bright red, like blinding red, like an exposure room for exposing film. And then you walk out and you're like, ah, you know?
You can't see the color red.
Yeah, you can't tell what all your clothes are. So that was brutal. But I think the best is the Guild.
Oh yeah,
best is the Guild. Except none of those couches are comfortable. They're all for show. Those couches.
Right. The hardest leather you've ever seen.
Yeah. Don't pull. What was that dude's name at the Mystic that jumped on the couch? Was like, yeah.
Oh yeah. Can we talk about that for a second?
I don't think I saw this.
No, this was 2 weeks ago, and this is a great story. So you were there, right?
Best story. Okay,
so I'm gonna set this up because this is a good one. So we were at the Mystic 2 weeks ago, and there's a Petaluma there, and this is a decent size green room. So it's, there's a couch and there's like maybe 3 other seats, but you can have a huge room, and the huge room is always still just enough for a band, right? Like it's never big enough. Like you don't want extra people. So there's this guy, and he's kind of hanging, and we'd seen him before. I couldn't remember where he was from, but I was like, I've seen you somewhere. He's like kind of like a crew guy that like works with the sound company that's not part of our guys.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, maybe he works at the venue or something. And so he's just in there, and we're like telling jokes, and we're going like, yeah, like, oh, maybe like we should do like this song, or like maybe we should do this song. And then like out of the back, he's like, you should do Caribbean Queen. And we're like, what? And then I'm kind of like, well, that's like a Mustache thing. And he's like, it's a good song. It's a good song. And we're like, okay. And then I'm just in my head, I'm like, who is this guy? Why is he here? And he's
maybe
just
if we ignore him,
he'll
like, just go away.
Exactly. But then like someone would tell a joke, and we're like, oh, good one. And then he's just like, like laughing. And he just was like part of it. And so this is happening, and we're sitting there, and then Brett leaves off the couch, and we're like eating, and I'm sitting like against a wall. Alex is right here to my left, and then Jason is farther to my left, and the couch is on my right. And this dude who is like 6'4", he's a real tall, lanky guy, just lays on the couch.
He jumps on the
takes
couch.
up the whole. He jumps on the couch, plops. It was a full on plop. He plops on the couch.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there, and we're talking about something else, and he's chiming in, and I'm like, what the hell? And Alex just leans over and goes, what are you doing? And the guy goes,
oh my
what?
God.
Yeah. And he goes, what are you doing? He's like, get off the couch. And he's like, what? Yeah, good one, man. Good one. And Alex is like, no, I'm fucking serious. Like, get off the couch. He's like, and Alex, this is the line of all lines. Alex goes, what is your role?
No, he turns to Jason. He goes, Jason.
Yeah.
What is his role?
Yeah, what is, and so,
and then he turns to him, he's like, what's your fucking role?
What is your role? And so the best part of this,
he's like, venue owner, you get off the couch.
Yeah, right. So, but like, it's Alex and Jason are like the aggressors, right?
Yeah.
And Jason's back behind. He's like, yeah, like, what's your role, fool? Like. And I'm in the middle.
I'm the bald
like,
henchman.
And I'm like just sitting there like I was like very uncomfortable. Like, oh my God. And Alex is like, no, seriously, like, what's your role? Like, what do you do here? And he goes, well, I'm with the sound guy. And he goes, well, you need to go sit with them. You need to get out of here.
Woo! The guy just like, leaves all sheepishly.
He leaves, and Jason's like, yeah, fool, get up out that couch.
Don't make me break up off in your ass.
So he got up, and he's like, he's like, oh, well, I mean, you guys need to get ready anyway.
Yeah, he kind of made it like
I should get out of your hair. You guys need to get ready anyway. Have a great show. See you later.
Yeah.
Ouch.
But it's so, and he's a nice kid. I think he has some social issues. But then we all remembered he also is always at Coyote Sonoma.
And he does the same
what's that place called? He does the same
Healdsburg?
thing. He pulled Healdsburg. He sits on the couch and he brought like a guitar one time and he put his guitar on a couch and like so this dude is infamous.
So Alex has seen him before and he was just tired of the shit.
Well, I think it was that, but then he was really tired of it that time because he's like, dude, like you can't be in here. But then Alex felt horrible. Like,
wow, I'm surprised.
Yeah, because he was like, you know, he was, Alex was doing his job basically like, dude, you can't be in here. And it's good for you to know you can't do this. Because so many people since then have been like, oh, that guy. Like, he does it all the time. And then Alex is like, I wanted to call him. I felt so bad.
Alex finally gets his number and he calls him and the guy answers and he goes, like I said, stay the fuck out. You know?
What's your role?
But then we kept going with the joke, like we're like after the guy left, and then Alex looks at me and he goes, "What's your role?" And then I get out, and he looks at Jason and he goes, "What's your role?" And then at the end of it, it's just Alex with his drink alone in the room.
Yeah. No, Alex looks in the mirror and goes, "What's your role?" And then he leaves.
Yeah, and then the credits go.
And then the guy walks back in, the original guy is like, sweet, solo show. I was going to say, I thought he might have ended up on stage with the band, like someone with that much nerve. Yeah. He's like, next we're going to go ahead and roll into Caribbean Queen. Hit it.
Like I said. Yeah. So the big question is, what's your role? I'm like, what is my role? It's all deep.
Yeah. In the world. Yeah. Dude, that's pretty golden. Right
Dude, it kept going all night. And then it turned into this thing like, oh, he's going to come back in here and pee on our food and pee on all of our stuff.
No, dude.
Speaking of rolls, I'm going to take your dinner roll and turd in it and then put it back together.
That's what Colin was saying. Colin was like, he's gonna come in, he's gonna pee in your, and I was putting deodorant on, and he was like, pee in your deodorant. He was just trying to like associate, like.
It's hard to pee in deodorant.
Exactly.
I've tried.
And then there was the whole thing because we're getting ready to go on stage and it's like, oh no, he's gonna like steal my stuff, and oh no, he's gonna like do this, and Colin's like, yeah, he's gonna like pee on your deodorant, and I was like, what? Everyone just kind of went, what? But then I was like looking at my deodorant, I was like, what if he did? What if he does? You wouldn't know, and then you're wearing your deodorant, and like you're like, does this smell good or bad? Did he pee on my deodorant?
Well, I have a question too. Was Wendy there? Because I'd love to hear her reaction to the whole thing. I know.
Yeah. Wendy was there.
This is the worst thing I've ever seen.
Pee on your deodorant. Oh no.
No.
Yes, Wendy was there. That was classic, dude. And honestly, I hope that guy, figures it out, but without ruining his career. But it was tense, dude. It was tense.
Everyone was so affected by it.
Yeah.
Dave
this
and
is before
Colin.
the show.
Like people that I didn't even realize were in the room. Like it ruined Dave's night. He was just like,
dude, Dave
does not get ruined either. He's like,
he's
solid
cool
as
as a cucumber.
Yeah.
And we came in and we're like, sorry, Dave. And he's like, oh my God, fuck that guy.
Wow, that's unusual. So, listener, we're talking about Dave, the extremely solid sound engineer for a million bands. He's really good, and nothing. Has no flap, no flappable.
No, like I always joke. I always joke that I could go up to Dave and be like, "Hey, Dave, your car's on fire," and he goes, "Okay, I'll get to it."
Yeah. Let me just tweak these low mids. Yeah.
And then there was his best show ever.
There was something on Slack when we took it to the Slack, and then Steve Moon chimes in and he's like, "Oh, are you guys talking about Skeletor?" Because everybody calls Steve knew Skeletor. He's like,
Steve knew exactly who we were talking. Wait, dude,
I also imagine Mike Jameson, who's normally the butt of everything, right? Because he's making, like, he doesn't do that on a couch or anything, but he's always making the comments, like, with the, puns and everything that people are kind of rolling their eyes, and we all love him, but he'll be like, chips. Well, maybe you should remove the chip on your shoulder. And everybody's like, yeah, dude,
I think Mike Jameson one time literally walked in with gaff tape to his ear and he was going, "This is a great tape."
God. So he's like, finally, I want
to tape you to the wall.
I remember we played a show. We played a very small wedding with Mustache. Ray, I think you were there. It was up in like the Sonoma area. And he was operating the lights, and I think he had eaten some mushrooms.
Oh,
he's
God,
like
I think I
holding
was there.
the lights, and he's just sitting there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember that. He's like sitting in a really crouched Gollum position. Yeah.
With the wedding party, like drinking champagne.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Mike doesn't do drugs, though. He's just a unique character, man.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's only microdosing. Keep that in mind. So he always like defends himself with that. Jamie's like, "Are you higher than life?" Or whatever. Always like checking on him. And he's like, "It's just micro. Don't worry about it. Micro."
Oh, is he serious?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Are we talking about Mike?
Jameson, yeah.
Oh, my God. That's amazing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, come on. You can't be that surprised.
I kind of am for some reason.
Dude, he managed a sharper image.
I know.
Really? Wow.
Jamie calls him Dr. Doesn't Jamie call him Dr. Doolittle?
Probably. It's that, but he's so Chicago. He has like a big push broom mustache. You know what I mean? Oh so he's always like swishing the mustache around with saying something funny.
Dr. Doolittle.
He is one of the sweetest people you'll ever meet, and he's really good at his job.
Yeah. Oh, he's the best.
But one time in backstage, I'll just share this last thing on Mike Jameson. Is we had another long wait at a hotel. They give you your green room is a really nice hotel room. So then you have like Noah with his feet up eating the grapes, that are like on the table for decoration. and he's sitting there, and I arrived like half hour after everybody else. So or maybe an hour. So like everyone's drunk and eating by the time I arrive. And for some reason, it was very hot outside. I don't know how this all happened, but right when I walked in, Mike Jameson whipped me in the ass with a wet towel. He's like, "There he is." And I had just driven through a bunch of traffic, and that was the last thing I wanted. And I was like, "If you ever come near me again, I'll fucking make you eat that towel." I was like, "Get the fuck away from me." I'm like, "You are a bumbling moron." And he was like, "I'm so sorry." And he was like saying he was sorry for like 2 weeks after that. I'm like, "I'm over it, dude." He's like, anytime I'm like, "Can I get a stage towel?" He's like, "No way, that's a trick question." Like, "Oh, no way." Dude, that's aggressive though. Can you imagine whipping someone in the fucking ass right when they walk in? I'm like, what is this fucking high school locker room? He's like,
Animal House and shit.
And dude, I honestly was like, like it really fucking it got me perfectly.
Oh my God. Amazing.
Well, hey, Durbin, we've taken enough of your time. Let's do our favorite part of the show, Yar Nar. Let's get out of here.
Yes.
How's that sound?
Yeah, you guys need a musical stamp for Yar Nar.
We do.
You know, if you want to come up with one, you're good. You're good at that music thing.
Just clip this. Dun, 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 Yarnar. Yeah.
I like that.
Good.
Greg's like, I had an idea, but I guess I'm not needed.
Yeah. Let me guess, you're gonna fall off the stage for me next time.
And do it better than me.
He's gonna give you a gentle push.
Yeah. We love Greg, by the way. I did a show with him one time where
brilliant.
Where Jeremy's voice went out, and we're like, Greg, we need you. He's like, okay, and he knew every song on the planet. So
wow.
Yeah.
And he played like
in
every
harpsichord as well. Yeah.
Yeah, Greg's
definitely
amazing.
12-string.
And he looks great in a lion suit.
Oh yeah.
Dude. I mean, come on, so much
He's
commitment.
a legend, living legend.
Oh my god, I have so many. I'm just gonna be honest. I have so many NARs. I have a NAR that I'm just gonna say it's a NAR from the top from my last show that I wanted to murder someone at my show because they were FaceTiming at the bar right in front of me as I'm playing a show, and they were like this. Oh my god, yeah, and they were just talking so loud, FaceTiming. So FaceTiming FaceTiming in public is a NAR. Like,
right.
NAR.
Well, wait,
I'm not even including that because I just think that's a vent.
Yeah.
I'm not yarnaring because there's no points in even going there with that.
Guaranteed NAR.
Yeah.
So that one's just that's just a PSA. Please do not FaceTime in public. It drives me insane.
Oh,
but here's my yarnar. Yarnar. This one is broad. I'm gonna try and narrow it down. The yarnar is surprise birthday parties, but then I want to go even farther and say yarnar surprises, period.
Talk about broad.
but mostly surprise birthday parties.
Oh my god. All right.
I just attended a surprise birthday party. It was for Noah.
What?
Are you serious?
Yeah, I was at Noah's surprise birthday party.
Where was it held?
At his friend's house in Oakland, and I had gotten there like almost too late. I almost spoiled the surprise because we were playing. It was when we were playing up in Untville, not Untville. What was that one that we played? That casino way up random
Calusa?
somewhere with Randy on drums.
Oh yeah,
it's not
Feather Falls.
Feather Falls.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Feather Falls.
And Oroville, yeah. So coming down from Oroville down into Oakland, it just took too long, and almost wound up spoiling the surprise. I was trying to find the way in, and the dude whose house it was like, "Dude, I'm literally going to get Noah right now, and here's the key. Run, go find it, go inside, shut the hell up."
Yeah,
which was awesome. But yeah, he comes in, turns the corner, and then surprise. And that was cool. It was,
But knowing Noah, how was the response? Because Noah is also like slow, surprised, and he's like, "What?"
Yeah, it was like,
I feel like a surprise would be easy.
Yeah.
Whoa, cool, guys!
Just surprised by, yeah. Did it go well though? Was he like delighted or?
Yeah, I was super delighted. Jamie was there, Billy was there.
Nice.
I think that's it from the stash.
That's great.
Yeah, but
that's
that was
really
fun.
cool.
He's like, it's my birthday.
Yeah, guys, it's tomorrow. Why are you?
He's like, so where's the hoagie?
You guys are here early, and everyone got him mushrooms for his birthday.
Oh,
he's like, so it's. He's like, it's Christmas actually. Okay.
Billy took one. Yeah, it was funny. He's sitting on the couch like,
oh my god.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah. You want to hear Chinese for real? So, I actually am a yar on
yar for
surprises and surprise birthday parties. Yeah, I mean, I think like a lot of things, something can go wrong or be done wrong, but I think that's what surprises are fun. Yeah, it keeps things interesting.
As long as it's a
positive.
surprise,
My wife doesn't like them either. Yeah.
Surprise! I'm pregnant. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. And then all you have to do is go, what? Gets you out of a lot of bad situations.
I'm kind of a nar.
Yeah, I bet because Whoever brings up the yar is generally, but as a rule, nar on it.
I feel like I always have like plans already in my head, and someone's like, surprise, and I'm like, great, now you just ruined my day.
Yeah. I was just going to go have a couple of G&Ts. Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell?
Wow.
Okay. So sorry, sad sack. Anybody else have yars or nars?
I have one, and this could be a little short one, but have you ever had this during a show? It's one thing when someone comes up to you and they're waiting. They're just looking at you waiting because they want to make a song suggestion or say something to you. They're just standing at the lip of the stage looking at you, trying to get your attention as you're working. It's like crazy as hell. But here's another approach, which could be a soft shoe, could be a little better. I don't know. See what you guys think. Holding up your phone with the name of the song on it.
Ooh.
This is my suggestion to you. See? Caribbean Swipe Cream. Or Queen or whatever.
Cream?
Cream.
Yeah.
Caribbean Cream. Now that's a good one.
Yeah.
But the song suggestion on the phone.
Right.
Caribbean Cream. Suntan lotion. So have you ever had that though? The phone title, and then just holding up, you see this bright light.
Especially at Tainted Love
I
shows.
have.
Yeah, people do that.
Well,
all
that's
the time.
just silly.
Yeah.
We already did Summer of '69.
Yeah, I think at a show where it's like kind of a bigger show, I think it's ridiculous. For like my acoustic stuff, I don't really mind it. I'd rather that than they like stand in front of you for 5 minutes while you're playing and they're just standing there. And it's like, I know you're going to ask me something. I'm clearly in the middle of a song. So I guess if it has to be done, that's fine. Just to hold it up. If you can read it, right?
And so, Durbs, how about you? I'm sure you get a lot of the song requests, either phone or verbal.
Yeah, I don't know. It depends. If you know the song and if it's convenient, then obviously you can direct them to the tip jar.
There you go.
Kindly. But yeah, if it's like in a Tainted Love show when they're constantly just look, play Jesse's girl, play Jesse's girl, play Jesse's girl. And you're like, God. No, I'm not going to play Jesse's girl. You know? Yeah,
exactly.
It's not in the set list. We're not going to do it. Sorry, like.
Yeah, you're like clearly an '80s band, and they're like, play Bone Thugs and Harmony.
That was a great idea, actually, and Greg would know it.
He would.
Yeah, so I think that song requests, doing that in general, is, in my opinion, extremely rude, and like.
I like that. I'm gonna go with that.
I think it's really rude, but so it's like. Out of 100% rudeness, a phone, instead of talking, brings it down to a 70 or 80% rude. It's less, but I still gnar it. It's like would you do that to Gwen Stefani? I mean, yeah, they might, actually.
Yeah. You bring a big sign, hold it.
Yeah, the whole time.
The shit is bananas. Do that one.
Yeah. Please. Yeah. It's kind of like
bananas.
Like you just like you go to a restaurant and they serve certain food, and then you're like, "Can you just make me like lasagna?"
Yeah. And it's, instead of it's like a Chinese restaurant.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, fellas, that's Nar. Was I the only Yar? No, Durbs was kind of in between.
It's
he was a Yar for the tip jar.
Yeah, Yar.
Yar
jar.
Tip Yar.
Yar jar.
Durbin.
Yar.
Thank you so much for being part of history. The first guest on this show. We love you. You're the man.
I love you guys.
We were looking forward to this. We were like giddily texting each other, like, "Oh my god, fucking JD!"
Yeah, so, we were nervous. I was nervous. I'm still nervous.
Yeah. He's like, nervous. Oh I'm Durbis.
Can I still be Garth?
I'm Jervis.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
We're gonna send you a mug, bro.
I get a mug.
How about
that?
You get a mug.
You get a mug.
I
don't know about.
I want your mug, Jeff.
Yeah.
Well, that's the only one we have, so we're gonna give it to you, and you could use it for a couple days, and then you're gonna send it to the next guest.
Okay.
It's like a butt trophy.
Like a talking stick.
We do ask that you, please wash it or not. I don't know.
It's a dishwasher stick.
You will get one regardless. So we're gonna make that happen.
Yeah.
Can I pose a real quick yarnar?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. What am I doing?
No worries. So I've been playing acoustic. I had 3 acoustic gigs last weekend. One was a songwriter show, and then the other 2 were my regular kind of thing. One was ticketed, or 2 were ticketed. One was free to the public. So the free to the public one, there's this dude that I met at a group at church, and he's very, very loud and very alcoholic. He's like
good for church.
He's like almost 7 feet tall, like Native American and Mexican, and he has the most booming loud voice, very, very loud, very, very alcoholic. And so he'll get really drunk at my shows, and I was playing acoustic, and for one of the guys that I've done shows for before, and I was playing Journey, and he comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, sent that video to Neil Sean. He really liked it." And then I was like, "Oh, I guess I'll play another Journey song." So I launched in this Journey song, and then the big loud guy starts singing half of the lyrics, but he's singing about 3 times as loud as I'm able to even play.
Oh.
He's as big as the room is, and he's just like,
"She loves to laugh.
Highway run into the
Makes it sound like you're singing out of key. He's so overbearing. Yeah. Oh my God. So well, obviously you are
singing along.
Yeah.
Singing along when you have no right to be singing.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
You know what? I yar it except for if you're louder than what's happening.
Yeah.
If you are just in the din and you're creating this, like, you're just part of the mass of like horrible sing along, great.
Yeah.
I yar it because it's a good spirit. But if you're making
the
it
only
so
one.
the singer cannot hear themselves and they're like trying to play to your key practically. Yeah. Then it's a
I also yar, but there's a distance to where the yar starts to change. Because, if someone starts walking closer and they're like, it's getting close to you, then it gets
They're
scary.
walking while singing.
Yeah.
Highway run, running
just
toward you.
Right to that.
I literally went over to my amp and turned it up. And was like, I've got no more headroom here.
And then he raises his voice.
But then
what are you doing? I can't hear myself.
He turned up his amp.
He did. He
the one that he brought to the audition.
Grabbed another
one that I brought. Yeah. I was in the back. I was like, so I'm next, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in.
I was auditioning for him.
I guess another tactic.
I like your style.
You can turn down. Make them feel, real awkward. Just kind of stop.
Oh, yeah.
Finger picking. Just like
you're just totally quiet and it's just him.
Just go real ASMR. Real intimate.
Yeah.
Just
take it, brother. This is you.
Yeah. It's all you, bro. Solo.
That's a good call. That's a good call, actually. I like that. All right, fellas. Oh.
Come on, party. Let's go party.
Thank you, brother.
Love you guys.
It's been a pleasure and a half. We'll have to do this again.
I'll miss you tomorrow.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Joshy's going to be there crushing.
And I miss you all the time, Bray. I haven't seen you in a long time, Bray.
Yeah, we're long overdue.
Yeah.
So hopefully I'll start doing some more mustache stuff and we can have our friendly competition.
Yeah.
Sorry to jelly my way to ecstasy.
Apologies to Jack in advance.
I'll bring the purple banana.
Oh, dude, I've been looking for it. Until they put us in the truck. Looks like we're going in the truck.
Yeah, we are.
You, me, and the purple banana.
All right, dudes.
All right.
See you, bro.
Adios, muchachos.
See you in the green room.